my name is Peggy Hailstone and I'm a professional writer and a grant consultant. And today I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why you're potentially not securing grant funding. I'm going to address these as problem and solution so that I can help you to avoid making these mistakes. The first reason why you are not securing grant funding, or reason number 1, is that you're responding randomly to grant opportunities. This is a problem because it's reactionary rather than planned. And we all have heard or know that old saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. So responding randomly means that you allocate resources to where they're not potentially best used. For example, you may be missing a more aligned opportunity, or you may be missing one that offers a larger amount of funding when you're responding randomly. Responding randomly also says you don't have a tailored list of grant funding opportunities in front of you, and that means you're missing a key tool in your grant-seeking toolbox. So what's the solution? I'm glad you asked. The solution is to take a step back and spend time developing a tailored grant calendar. Now, there are many organisations out there who can support you with this, or you can do it yourself by researching the grant space. Secondly, or the second solution, you need to implement a go-no process. A go-no process is a decision-making tool, and what it does is it enables you to analyse a funding opportunity against a preset criteria, and this results in a go or a no. So it lets you decide we will go for this funding opportunity or no, we won't. What this does is it takes the guesswork and subjectivity out of applying for grant opportunities. So reason number 2 why you're not securing grant funding is that you are likely to be writing and submitting rushed or last-minute applications. Now, this is a problem because these kind of applications, they're going to be poorly compiled. There's just no way around it. Your case for funding is likely to have holes or gaps in it, and your argument will be unconvincing because you really haven't had time to thoroughly think it through. It's also a problem because it says to the funder that your organisation is disorganised and unsystematic. And that's the opposite of what we're trying to convey when we apply for funding. We're trying to convey to the funder that they can trust us to do a great job with their money. So what's the solution? Again, glad you asked. Well, the solution is to commence applications 4 to 6 weeks out from the due date. This gives you time to develop a coherent case for funding, and it gives you time to find data that will support your case and make your argument for funding very convincing. Working in this measured and considered way will come across in your application, and it will say to the funders, these guys are super organised, super competent. It says to the funder, you are a safe pair of hands to fulfil the funder's mission, which means they will give you or you will secure grant funding. The third reason why you're not securing grant funding is that you're expecting grant funding to either prop up your organisation revenue or fix a budget shortfall. Now, this is a problem because it's just not the role of grant funding. Grant funding is a supplemental funding source. So supplemental means it's supplemental to your main or other income producing activities. Think of it as one slice of a diversified funding pie. Just make sure your slice is not too big. If it's too big, you're relying too much on grant funding. It's also a problem because there are never any guarantees that grant funding will be secured, no matter how well you argue your case or develop your application. Sometimes the funder may just prefer someone else's project. And finally, expecting grant funding to fix a budget shortfall is a projection, and we project when we can't own something within ourselves or we want someone else to fix something for us. Funders are astute beings. They're highly educated and they can see through this and they won't take it on. They're looking for partnership and stewardship, not wardship. So the solution is approaching grant funding as a long game. So think of grants as a marathon, not a 100-metre sprint. You also need to be allocating resources to the grant function, and grants need time, money, labour. A little adage here, I love my adages, don't I, on resources, and it's this: you have to spend money to make money, or you have to sow to reap. So in my opinion, or my advice, forget about hiring a volunteer grant writer and work with a professional. You'll get better outcomes. Also, offer grant writing training internally to at least 3 people in your organisation so that they know how grant funding works, and so you're consistently submitting applications all throughout the year. That's it for this video. I hope that these 3 tips will help you to secure grant funding. If this has been helpful, please click the link below to stay in touch. Please also subscribe, like, or share.